Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing very well. What did you think to my new intro? I've been working on that for the last week or so. I might tweak it a bit yet, but let me know in the comments below if you liked it compared to the old one or whatnot, or any suggestions to make it any better. Today I've got a small tutorial for you. Well, I hope it's going to be small. We'll see at the end of it. What I'm going to talk today about is kicks, tuning your kicks to the key of your arrangement. Now, this is something that's ignored quite a lot in music by a lot of people, including myself. I've only recently started tuning my kicks properly. Well, I say properly to me, probably. I'm sure there's some experts out there who say I'm doing it all wrong, but the theory behind the way I'm doing it is correct. So I'm going to show that to you, and in hopes it will give you some tips and tricks on how to make your kick fit with your arrangement better. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Ultrabeat. Now, this is a plugin which is built into Logic, so you should be able to find it there. If you just bring that in on yours, you should be able to find it. Yeah, I haven't installed this or paid for it or anything like that. And all this is you just get quite a few sounds on there. You can bring in your own samples and stuff like that, but it's got quite a broad array of options for us to tweak and mess about with here. The one that we're focusing on is the pitch. So here we have a kick. Not there. Let me just get onto the right octave. There we go. Right. So it's this here at the bottom. Right. And what we can do is we'll put that there. There you go. You sit nice and snug there for me. Right. So what we can do is, if you click here, you can see this oscillator here, oscillator number 1 is switched on. The other ones are switched off, so we don't need to worry about those. And what you've got is your pitch here. And if I just make a quick 4-beat loop going. There we go. Right, so we have four kicks there just hitting, and it's just looping. So what I can do is, as I'm going to play this, I'm going to lift this up, and you'll notice that the pitch of the kick increases. Well, yeah, goes up. Right, so pop that down. Right, so how does this help us? Well, what we can do is we can grab a tuner. So you go to metering, tuner, and what this does is it will tell you the key in which your kick is playing in. Now, some kicks vary in pitch, like as they progress through the small kick, it will change. So sometimes, depending on the kick, it's not always 100% accurate. But if you still follow this, you'll still have an understanding of how this is working, and you might be able to hear with your ears more on if the pitch is out and you need to put the pitch lower or higher or whatever. So if I play this now, so that is playing in the key of D, and you can see that we are set to D. The pitch is D. So if I increase this to an F, we are now playing in F, B, G. Let's go to an A. So playing in an A there. Right, so our kick is now playing in an A key. And then what we can do is, if we bring a software instrument here, forgive me if this sounds horrible because I haven't rehearsed this at all, but I'm just going to try and play something. What can we do? Right, so let's have a loop. What we can do, let's try and just make a little thing. Something like that'll do. Let me just record this. Loop that. I'm just doing this just so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. What we'll do is we'll copy them over. That sounds awful. It's probably because we're in such a low BPM. Right. So we've got something down there. And that is pretty much useless for what I'm trying to show you, so I don't know why I did that, but we want a bass pretty much. Right, so we'll get the ES2. It's got a quite good bass here, breaks bass, I think that's it. It's pretty broad. Is that what I'm looking for? Electric bass? I'll do. What we'll do is we'll record just a little. We'll quantize that. And we'll put a bit of a swing on it. Swing. Right, so as you can see, all I'm playing there, the key I'm playing is an A, so that's just an A that we're playing there. And as you remember, we set our kick to A. Shall I play that again? So that's a tuner. So there, in theory, our kick and bass are now playing the same key, which is A, which you would be choosing your key before you start a track. So you would create a melody, find out what key that is in, and then you could choose a kick based on that, and then make your bass the same key, etc. And then obviously expand your arrangement from there. Or you can, like I tend to do most of the time, is make a bass and a kick first, get them to a key that I like. I'll just sit and play. I'll just sit and play for a bit on my keyboard, making something, and then find out what scale we're in. If you look at my creating a progressions and chords, I think it's called, tutorial, you'll find out about making melodies and chord progressions there. I am planning on redoing that tutorial at some point with the microphone, and to kind of elaborate on it a bit more, hopefully, sometime soon. I might even do that straight away after this tutorial, actually, if I've got time. Yeah, so once you've done that, you kind of create a progression or something using that tutorial if you'd like, and then you kind of get your key, the scale you're using there, to create your progression, and then you apply that key that you now have, write it down somewhere or something so you don't forget as you're doing the arrangement, and you can apply that same key to the bass and the kick, or the kick and the bass rather, and then your whole arrangement should sound a lot more tight. Now, as I said, it kind of varies from what kick you use. With Ultrabeat, you can, if you hold Control, go on Initialize Sample, I can now load a sample into there. I'll just use these. If it loads, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, what are we doing? Right. Epic Electro. Yeah. Whatever. Bass drum. I'm guessing that is. Yeah. So we've loaded his own little bass drum in there, which is that. So let's see what tune we're getting there. We'll mute this off. Ooh, sounds a bit harsh, that. Let's try a different one. Don't want to I'll do that one. Just make it a bit softer for now. Right, get our tuner out. Make sure your tuner's always at the bottom, because if you've got any effects on the kick or whatever, you want the tuner after your effects, really. So to get what the actual sound that's coming from your kick, you need to be tuning that, not before, maybe, because maybe you've got a pitch correction or something on your kick, and if you've got it before the pitch correction, you're not getting a true indication of the key. You want it after your pitch correction. In this case, I've not got anything on that would affect it, but just always make sure it's at the bottom there. So let's have a look. See, we're not getting any indication on that. Oh, G, A. So it's around G or A, but we can still, like I say, adjust this until we get on the right key. What was our key? Was it A? See, when you're bringing your own samples into Ultrabeat, it's a bit more difficult because the pitch won't line up correctly. Like as you see, if I play this, we are set to like if we set it to G, we're not getting a G back here, so it's kind of more difficult. Another way you can do this as well is by using third-party plugins, which you can buy or find on the internet in the dark regions and corners of the internet, which I'm sure you know where I'm talking about there. You'll be able to get it for free from there, which I don't condone at all, but you know, everybody's free to do what they want to do. I'm not sure if I have it installed here, but yeah, I do. So Nicky Romero's kick, that kind of it's quite good actually. You can pretty much do everything I've just been saying, but you can actually fine tune it a hell of a lot. So what we can do is again just create a little thing there. I'm going to turn this pitch off. So as I was saying, bass is in the key of A. So what am I looking for? Metering tuner. So we want to try to make our kick in the key of A. So what we can do here is, so this kick is currently in G sharp. So what I do is, what I tend to find is if you make these kind of all A's, then your root note for that kick will be around the A. Yeah. Now I think the only thing with this plugin here, it kind of relies on the clicks of the kicks a lot more, which I kind of like softer kicks, so I tend to lower the volume of the kick slightly. So there we go, we're both using A's there, and then what I made here, is this in the key of A? Yeah, it's in the key of A this as well, because we're only using the white notes. That's how you know if you're in the key of A. That's a simple scale to start on, is the key of A. It's just all the white keys. You can pretty much play anything. It sounds good like this. Not like that, because that's not playing anything. Like, I'll just try and hit some keys here and see how we sound. It doesn't sound too bad. I mean, you gotta spend a bit of time with it, but so yeah, if we play this all together, let's see how it sounds. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I think if I was to change the instrument and find a different synth, it wouldn't sound too bad at all. In fact, we'll go with the, just see if we can get any. playing about here now, so let's see what we can make. Like I say, I just kind of just went to a few keys along just to make sure the white keys, and when you're in the A scale, you kind of can't go wrong really. It's pretty easy. Let's have a listen to how that sounds. Yeah, well, see that kind of just came out of nowhere, so I just got lost in the music there. Sorry if you got bored and then wanted me to talk or whatnot. Yeah, so that's kind of covered what I want to talk about. Hopefully, after this tutorial, you will understand that you need to pitch your kick correctly to the right key, to your bass and your synths and everything. It is very important. I've kind of, like I say, only in the last like 6 or so months have I kind of focused on this. I kind of didn't focus on my kicks as much as I should have done really in a lot of my tracks, but that's what it's all about, learning. And I love learning new stuff, so this is kind of a good thing for me that I didn't know how to do this. I can pass that on to you, and hopefully you will spend a bit more time on your kicks. There are a bunch of written tutorials out there on this that you can kind of learn yourself on if this tutorial wasn't good. Explaining it well enough. Let me know in the comments below if it isn't, just so I can, you know, work on my tutorials a bit better. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next few tutorials. As I say, any tutorials you would like me to do, or any ways to make my channel better, let me know. Send me a message, send a comment, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.